Hi everybody. I'd like to make another video real quick. Um, Picked up a new gun. It's kind of cool. Um, it's uh, it's definitely strange for being over here in the States. Um, it is relatively heavy. It is a a drum. I don't have tension on the spring. That's what that sound is. Gun is unloaded. This is a Romanian. Uh, let's see, AES 10. Okay, not the AES 10B or whatever the heck model they come out with now. This one's a little bit different, and um, it's quite a bit different. Um, the model that uh, came after this has a thicker receiver, RPK trunnion, and an actual, in my opinion, an actual RPK barrel. This gun is a copy of a RPK. This is built off of a quote unquote RPK slash AK parts kit. Essentially, what this is they stuck an RPK stock on here. Okay. And basically, from here back, it's AK except for the carry handle. Carry handle and stock. Everything else, it's just a basic AK. Minus the fact that it has an incredibly long barrel. This is chambered in 7.62 by 3.9. This is a pretty awesome gun, in my opinion. Your bipod on here, it did come on here stock, and the bipod is permanently attached. Um, the idiot who had the gun before me, in all of his great wisdom, or her great wisdom, decided that they're going to weld. It won't pick up in the camera, but they decided that they were going to weld the front bipod in place. That very well could be something that Century Arms did. That is the importer of this gun. And just like everything else that's made by Century Arms, you check it the fuck out. You go buy some like head spacing gauges and whatnot. I'm probably gonna go buy a couple 7.62 by 39 casings, or go gauge, a field gauge, and a no-go gauge, so that way I can check and see where my AK rifles are at. And the reason why I call this an AK rifle and not an RPK is because it's more AK than RPK. Makes sense? It's got characteristics, and it was specifically designed to look like an RPK. But the model that's coming in now, well, you can't get them now, but essentially it's a long-barreled AK. Run for about $1,500, roughly $1,500. This gun ran me $800 out the fucking door. $800. It's a pretty sweet deal. Pretty sweet gun. I have not shot it yet. I have not shot it yet because I'm a big firm believer in, when you buy a gun, whether it's brand new, used, or whatnot, you get it home and you clean it and you look at it. You take the time to check over everything and make sure everything works, so that way you still have your fingers and, well, I'm not going to do much for my face. I mean, probably a couple scars right here might actually help me out a little bit. But you make sure that the gun's going to work and it's safe to operate. Because, I mean, there's a lot of pressure built up behind a 7.62 by 39 round that's going down the barrel. I mean, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt it's past 20,000 psi. I mean, that's something that I personally want to check. I want to make sure that this shit is done correctly. But it is essentially a long-barreled AK. They did, however, which is kind of weird, because the time period that this was being imported, it kind of strikes me as weird, because this has the 90-degree gas port, where it's just a straight up and then, or it's a straight up and then down. Well, it's back into the little gas chamber here where the piston rides. But this thing, I'll kind of give you like a close-up of it. Oh, and it does have the cleaning kit in the back here, which is really cool. That's a big plus. And it came with a sling and one magazine that is very questionable. It's all black and wood, all metal and wood, which I love. I love all metal and wood guns. The magazine that came with this is a unloaded magazine. Nothing in here. How can I say this? I haven't found a magazine that actually fits and works on this gun. This is a Korean made mag. Fits actually tighter. The side to side like this does not matter, in my opinion. The only thing that matters is the front to back, because that actually changes the angle of your bullet going across your front trunnion into your chamber. So that's what matters. This is a 30 round mag. This is a 75 round drum. About the same, but it has more side to side. Oh, excuse me. One cool thing about this is the cool factor. You know, you show up to a gun range or a shooting event, and you roll up with essentially a RPK look-alike, a long-barreled AK. People are gonna ask you about it, and it's gonna be kind of cool, because then you get to explain to them, you know, what it is and what it does. And I mean, to me that's cool, you know, to have a conversation like that. And it did come with a leather sling. I don't think this was original with this gun, but on the other hand, it would be kind of cool if it did. Couple of things that I am planning on doing to this gun that I cannot do to my underfolder. I've got my underfolder AK right over here. I'm going to set this gun aside. This right here is my underfolder AK. This one, I do keep this gun loaded, because this is my go bump in the frickin' night gun. You know, this has an underfolder. The rear trunnion is designed to accept this mechanism for the folding stock. Thus, I cannot put a Franklin Armory trigger group in here to make it compatible with a binary trigger, which that kind of sucks. I mean, I would have to modify the trigger group and a couple other different things to make it work, and I don't want to do that. But this gun is pretty awesome. It's pretty well set up. I've got a bayonet for it with an actual bayonet lug, which is kind of cool. I've got my cleaning rod. pretty much everything I need complete for this rifle. Sling, everything. Whereas on this gun, it is not intended to have a bayonet attached to it, but it did not come with a cleaning rod at all. That was one of the things that I should have noticed. Whew, shoots out of there with some force, but the bipod does lock in place. It is a fairly okay bipod. It is not like the greatest thing, but it supports the rifle. It does it does its job. It literally, you just set the rifle down. I've got it set down on my table right now, and it just provides a stable platform. The only difference though is, since like I said before, the guy had welded the bipod to the barrel. I don't understand that. You know, I might just take a Dremel. It's a little tack weld. I might just take a Dremel and cut it off. And I just don't understand that type of stupidity. But the other side to that is, when I pull back on this gun, the bipod comes back with me. It doesn't have a tilt, and it does not have a side to side. I can move it like this without moving the bipod underneath, but that's all the movement side for my tilt. That's it. That's all I got. All because somebody decided to weld it in place, and that's not good. Your sight arrangement is quite literally the same as the AK that I just showed you. The front trunnion on this, I do believe it to not be cast. I believe it to be forged. Just by, I mean, I can look at this, and it looks like it's forged. Looks like it's a forged trunnion. Yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit better than my one over there, but this is a Romanian. Well, it's, hang on. Whoever stamped this in here did not do a very good job. Oh man. Man, somebody, it says imported by Century Arms International, made in Romania, and then it looks like a SA semi-auto, and then whoever stamped this must have been either pissed off or must have done it on a Monday, because the letters are stamped on top of other letters, and either that or their boss kept fucking with them, and they just said, "Here you go, the letters are on there, send it on down the line," kind of thing. That's probably exactly what happened. Other than that, the other cool thing about this that I cannot have on my underfolder is this scope mount. This is I don't know how great it is. I mean, it seems like it's on there pretty good. I'll find out when I go to buy a scope mount for this. And I do have to get a scope mount for my Sega. I'm going to put a red dot on that, and I'm going to put a red dot on this. The reason why I'm saying I'm going to put a red dot on this and my Sega, this is not this rifle right here is not I'm going to shoot a 3-inch group at 200-300 yards with this gun. Yes, the history of this gun was designed to take up the intermediate space between combat rifle with the 16-inch barrel. I don't know how long this barrel is, and the long range quote-unquote sniper rifle or marksman's rifle. This gun right here is designed to fill that gap. which is kind of cool. You know, I bought it for uh, the not necessarily the cool factor. It has its purpose. Um, turn on the news, you can see exactly what's going on in today's world, especially here in the United States. People are fucking acting stupid over dumb shit. And this right here, I specifically bought this just for my collection. I did not buy this because of what's going on. I did, however, buy this for my collection because I don't know who's going to win this November, you know, the election. And I try and keep political shit off the channel, but every single candidate, except for our current president, is against guns. And there's some form of gun control coming down the line. It's coming. And it's just, I mean, it's sad. It really is. And, oh, jeez. My wife messaged me. I got to bring her to log on Dolas. So, oh, and if you guys, hurry up. I'm not sponsored by these guys at all. They don't know I'm doing this. But this is Locked and Loaded. They are a awesome gun shop. They have quite literally just about everything under the sun gun related, and if they don't have it, they can order it and get it for you. They're more of a tactical rifle shop, but they sell everything under the sun. It is located in Pana, Illinois. Um, they're pretty freaking awesome. They're very knowledgeable. They're very polite. Um, and just all around, they're a good shop. They have an in-store gunsmith. They do stand behind the stuff that they sell. I mean, I bought a couple of receivers from them. I bought an AR-10 from them. I bought an Beretta pistol, Beretta 3240 or whatever, and then a Beretta or a Smith & Wesson Model 39, and then a Mosin Nagant. I bought a Mosin Nagant from them. So far, that's it. Planning on buying many more from them. My Sega or my C308 that I just recently bought, it should have came from there, but it did not. They could not get it for me for whatever reason. So I bought it from Classic Firearms. Classic Firearms is not a sponsor of this channel. I do all these on my own. I buy all my guns myself, which is, it kind of sucks. Pisses off the wife and whatnot, but I've got a pretty badass collection for being how old I am. I've got quite a bit. I mean, that's pretty much it about this gun. I do plan on putting a Franklin Armory binary trigger in this gun and turning it back into, theoretically, to give it almost the same volume of fire that it would have had way back when. The only difference, though, is when I'm doing that, I'm more concerned about it like an out of battery detonation with the Franklin Armory trigger for the AK than I am anything else. But I do know that the cycle rate of this gun and my other AK over there is supposed to be drastically different, because the bolt assembly in this, I can hold this one up, guys, comparison. They are side by side. You can't see it in the video, but my gas port up here, right here, is almost 2 inches longer, 2 inches further forward than this. This has a shorter length to travel than my AK style rifle. It's my AK-63 DS. Those are freaking awesome guns. Yes, it's a Century Arms import, but it's still pretty awesome. I've got another gun coming up on the channel. It's gonna pick it up Sunday. Just got approved on my 4473. Got that approved, so I get to go on Sunday and go pick it up. And yeah, that's what I plan on doing. But I'm gonna hop off here, y'all. Hope everybody has a really good day. It did come with a carry handle, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick pan of the gun, the bipod. I'm running out of video space, so I'm gonna hop off here, y'all. Everybody has an awesome day.